It's rare, I got to tell you up front, it is rare that I get excited by a piece of legislation put forward by your political heroes. They've had quite a week. I don't get excited about their stuff very often. I find them offensive. I find them overreaching. I find them slimy. I find them hypocritical. There's so little that I like about what goes on at the Capitol. I can't think of any situation in which I've been excited about a piece of legislation, and I need to qualify it this way by saying it's possibilities. I mean, real possibilities. You know what I like? I like chaos. See, I like stuff to go completely wrong. I like when somebody in the nanny state, someone that pushes forward nanny state legislation, and they feel so cool and good about it. I love it when it goes sideways, when it completely backfires. I am excited about the potential here. I really am. I can't wait, to be honest with you, because I think this is going to go horribly wrong. So, Senate Bill 12 and Senate Bill 1601, they're really about drag shows. But there is some possibility, kids. There is the desired possibility, what Jeff Ward very much loves, and that is absolute chaos. Reasonable people know this. Let's back up for just a second. Reasonable people, normal people, people with a functioning life who do normal things, who do something during the day. You don't sit around the house with Fox News in the background. You have something to do during the day. You know this. At the Texas Capitol, when they yell freedom, or you hear freedom, or it's about freedom and you making choices and being responsible, that really means freedom as it applies to guns. Freedom does not apply to anything else. In fact, your lawmakers will do everything possible to micromanage you and micromanage your kids and micromanage your neighbor, because that's how they get reelected. You, the voter, primary voters in particular, seem to like everyone else to be micromanaged, right? Got it. This applies to every issue other than those issues involving a gun. So knowing that, I am openly encouraging, and I don't have any influence. I don't seek influence. I take great pride in not having any influence over you whatsoever. But I do trust that you might take this and run, and I'm going to be happy when you do it. I really am. I hope that you take these pieces of legislation, that is Senate Bill 12 and Senate Bill 1601. I am hopeful. I'm encouraging. I'm going to cheer you on. I think it's going to be spectacular as you take these pieces of legislation and you take them as far as you would like. You think in terms of, Jeff, I'm going to micromanage. I'm going to take this legislation. I'm going to do with it based on its intent. And I'm going to take it as far as I can, and I'm going to encourage you to do so. I'm encouraging you to find and report, I guess, to the fullest extent of this new law, any and all, in quotations, suggestive performances when children are present, end quote. I know, feels pretty icky, sounds kind of icky, but it's got potential. It's got real potential, because it's going to go after the industry that I despise the most, and that is cheerleading. I can't stand cheerleading. You know that? I really don't like it. Sorry. And I'm hopeful. I'm very hopeful. The law specifically outlines, you hear me? Be creative. The law specifically outlines all suggestive performances when children are present. That's what it says. That's what they pitched. That's what they're signing off of. And I cannot wait for this to go horribly wrong at a giant stadium near you. You see where it's going, don't you? You see where this thing is headed. So think it through, taxpayers. Normal people with real lives, think it through. This nanny state piece of legislation has endless possibilities. And you may or may not know this, although I've disclosed this already. I don't like pageants. I find them pathetic and despicable and really kind of embarrassing. I don't like pageants. And I don't like cheerleading. I don't. I'm sorry. And I don't think it's going to change. And I don't really care that you do. So there could be nothing more entertaining than cheerleaders, their coaches, and the owner getting into real trouble because of SB 12 and SB 1601. Do you see where this is going? Do you not picture right now a man with a plastic face and a bunch of cheerleaders in thongs? Do you not see where this is going to go? It's been pointed out. I'm disappointed in myself that I didn't come up with this. I didn't think of this, but I love the train wreck that is coming our way, and I love the fact that it's coming our way pretty soon. I'm going to be so excited. I'm going to be giddy when everybody starts getting in trouble and they say, hey, look, I'm offended. I got my kids here, and you're dancing around in a thong. I got a problem with this. I can't wait for it to happen, and it will. All right, Yahoo reports today, and I'm good at stuff like this. Usually I can find some twisted, creative way of looking at things, particularly when it comes to the nanny state micromanaging scumbags at the Capitol. I dropped the ball on this. But man, I like the potential. Your crazy neighbors are going to create the very train wreck of chaos that are going to be entertaining. Down goes cheerleading. Yahoo reports could propose Texas bills to ban drag shows criminalize Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders. Isn't that fun right there? Just the fact that anybody anywhere can get all worked up and say that's a violation of the law because the law says suggestive performances when children are present. And guess what somebody brought up? Cheerleading. Good. Get them all. Bust them. Tase them. Round them up. All right, well, here comes the chaos. Yahoo reports a proposed bill to ban drag shows could engulf the iconic and world-renowned Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders. I don't know. Nanny staters, are they suggestive? I'm pretty sure they don't wear sweatpants. Huh? It started with Senate Bill, right, Yahoo reports, it started with Senate Bill 12, which would ban sexually explicit or suggestive performances. What is the old Supreme Court saying? You know it when you see it. Well, soccer moms, now is your chance to arrest them. Jerry, get in cuffs. You're busted, old man. Put some pants on or you're going to jail. I can't wait. I cannot wait. Take this as far as you can legally. Please. All right, so Senate Bill 12, which would ban sexually explicit or suggestive performances while minors are present, a related Senate bill, because you have to have multiple bills like this, because they know best. They know what's best, Mom. A related bill, Senate Bill 1601, is also being deliberated by the House Committee on State Affairs. Good. It would be a criminal offense to engage in sexually oriented performances on public property on the premises of a commercial enterprise or in the presence of a child. While the intent was to ban drag shows from public libraries, the broad language could affect NFL cheerleaders. Yes. Yeah, damn it, get them. I'm tired of that porn. Got porn in the libraries, you got porn on your football fields. Let's clean it up, Texans. Clean it up. Aren't you proud? Aren't you proud? I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I'm going to be so happy when the chaos starts. Sorry, I like it. So here we go. Yeah, remember the goal of this was because we got porn in our libraries, and apparently we got stripping in our libraries, we got drag shows in our libraries, and so we might as well clean the whole place up and get the thongs off the sidelines. Right, America? The intent was to ban drag shows from public libraries. The broad language could affect NFL cheerleaders, popular restaurants like Hooters and Twin Peaks, R-rated movies, and even youth cheerleaders. I hope so. You know what we deserve? Our pathetic, dumbed down, narrow-minded, pathetic selves. You know what we deserve? Every one of those things to blow up in our face. We deserve it. We do. So we got what a cluster. NFL cheerleaders, restaurants such as Hooters and Twin Peaks. Yeah, get that too. And R-rated movies, even youth cheerleading. I tell you what, if you want to see your eyes get clawed out, you go ahead and start arresting those youth cheerleaders with glitter on their face. What's what those moms do to you? They'll claw your eyes out. That'll be the end of all of this. I don't know which group is more outraged. Old man Jerry Jones, when his cheerleading squad gets arrested, does he get the ticket? Or you go to some Saturday morning football game, Pee-wee football game, when you got a bunch of girls with glitter on and spray tans from their moms dancing on the sidelines. Arrest them too and watch what happens. I cannot wait for the absolute full chaos. 400 people signed up to testify. What's going on with you? Do you not have anything? Does anyone not have a life? Do you not have a life? Golly, we're pathetic. Okay, but how about this dude? Luke Macias. Luke is from New Braunfels. He showed up at the Capitol to speak on behalf of this because Yahoo decided to interview him. Because you know what Luke wants? He doesn't just want your drag show shut down. He does want the cheerleaders in Twin Peaks shut down. Right on, Luke. Luke Macias from New Braunfels, who supports the bill, was asked point blank by Representative Chris Turner, whose district includes, look out, cheerleaders. His district includes Arlington, Grand Prairie, and Mansfield. He asked Luke Macias in questioning if banning, quote, prurient content in front of kids would apply to NFL cheerleaders. Macias responded, maybe. Worst scenario is we have a few less cheerleaders in Texas for a year and a half. How about taking kids to R-rated movies? Quote, if this bill extends to rated R movies in theaters, I think that would be a huge blessing. I hope it does. Turner then asked Macias about how the bill would impact children who may dance suggestively in dance competitions. Yeah, because those are real normal moms. Quote, the less twerking children are doing, the better off Texas would be as a society. Yeah, good. How many Cowboys cheerleaders are there? Like 50, 600? I don't know, whatever. What's the number? They get paid about $8 a game. The legislation, here's the best part. I mean, I cannot wait. Round up the entire Pop Warner cheerleading squad at $10,000 per. Good. Get them. Get them. The legislation would levy a fine of up to $10,000 against any business owner, Gerald, that's you, any business owner hosting a sexually oriented performance with anyone who's younger than 18 present. A city or county would also not be able to host these kinds of performances on public property, according to the legislation. There we go. There we go. I mean, if you're going to wipe out the drag shows, you got to wipe out the cheerleaders in thongs, and you got to wipe out the girls wearing glitter and spray tans at Pop Warner games. Let's clean it all up, Texas.